Hello everyone, today I am nervous because we're going to do a DIY brow situation. We've got all of this new stuff from my newest PR haul. We've got Design and Define microwavable brow styling hot wax. I've never waxed my own eyebrows in my life and I'm so scared. Like I'm probably going to end up with none. The things I do for YouTube. We've got a luster lamination kit, brow wrap. I'm assuming this is like to wax the brow, or is this, oh wait, it might be for popping over the lamination. It just looks like glad wrap. I've also got this brow gold stimulating brow growth oil, this huge bag, and inside is henna to tint your brows. So we've literally got like every step. Usually I go to Doolan and Palmerston North to do my brows, and I actually filmed my experience getting my brows done. I'll link the video down below. I got waxing, tinting, and a brow lamination, and that's basically what we're going to attempt to DIY at home today. I'm so nervous. I was about to book in with Emma again to get my brows touched up because they are overdue, but then this arrived in the mail from Mecca, I think it was. I'll link it down below. So I thought, well, I better give it a go for you guys. I just want to see if it works really. And I don't think it was cheap. I mean, to get your brows done professionally is not cheap either. But yeah, this wasn't cheap, although if you can reuse it over and over again, of course this is cheaper. Oh, I'm a bit nervous. I would say if you are the kind of person like me that knows your brows well, you know how you like them, then it could be a fun thing to try. But if you're the type of person that doesn't know how to do your own brows and doesn't know like what shape you like or whatever, stick to the professionals, alright? Just a little disclaimer. But I'm pretty comfortable with my eyebrows. I'm comfortable enough to give this a go, so let's see how it goes. This is in the shade dark brown, by the way. Now I don't really know which order to go in. Like, do I go tint then wax, or do I go wax then tint? Do I do the brow lamination and then the tint? Like, I can't even remember what I normally do when I go to the salon, so I'm just gonna Google it quickly. Alright, so what I did was I went on my Instagram and I actually found on my reels, I did a reel just showing my, like, you know, brow treatment I got done. So I'm just gonna copy what Emma does on me and hope for the best. I'm sure it won't end up as good as this, but we can only hope. So it looks like she did the lamination first, then the tint, then the shaping. So let's try. So this is the Brow Code Luster Lamination Kit. I found my little PR sheet as well. So yeah, all of this was sent to me by Mecca, and this lamination kit is 239 Australian dollars or $259 in New Zealand. It is so expensive, but let's see if it works. Surely this is not just like one, you know, application. It's got to be a lot, because there's no way anyone would pay that much money. I can't remember how much I pay for my eyebrows, but it's definitely not that much. A vegan-friendly keratin solution treatment so that you can perform an at-home brow lamination on yourself. It's equipped with all the tools you need. Simply follow the 5-step process for beautifully laminated brows. And I love laminated brows. I know they're not for everyone, so obviously if you don't like them, that's fine. You don't have to do it to your own face, but I love it, so that's the look I often go for. This is how my brows look with nothing on them. They're not tinted. They've got a bit of old tattoo on them. You can see it's very faded, so I just like to zhuzh them up, tint them, keep them looking fresh. Alright, I've not even looked inside, so opening it up. Ooh, it's moved around a little bit. Oh, it's labeled really easily, thank goodness. So it says 1, 2, and 3, and there's also this stuff right here. Number 1, apply the brow adhesive. Leave on for 5 to 8 minutes, no longer than 9 minutes. Okay. What is this stuff then? Lamination adhesive. Okay, so I think this is literally like almost like a lash glue that'll stick the brows up in place. It's not very clear, but I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do that because it just says apply brow adhesive as per above steps, but there's no above steps. So I mean, I'm assuming you just like apply it and then brush the hairs where you want them to go, and then you'd perm them and it would stick them in that position. It's not perming as in curling. You know, usually when you think of a perm, you think of a curl. This is perming as in just like chemically making it stay in one direction. Kind of more similar to like a chemical straightening, I would say. So I'm just applying all this stuff. It literally looks like lash glue. I'm assuming that's kind of what it is. Then I'm using this spoolie and I'm just gonna brush the hairs in the direction that I want my eyebrows to go in. This is like low-key harder than it looks. Maybe I should have brushed them into place before applying the glue. So I'm gonna do this to both eyebrows, and then it says to do the perming solution 1 eyebrow at a time, and you leave it on for 5 minutes or so. Alright, so that's on. Now I'm gonna take the brow perming solution. I'm just squirting it out on like a little piece of paper. I kind of need like an actual palette, but just for the purpose of this video. So it's just like this clear white substance. And it says apply to one brow at a time. Take care to keep solution to the hair area only. Cover brows with wire wrap to ensure their hairs are fixed in an upright position. Leave on to 5 to 8 minutes, but no longer than 9 minutes. So I'm just gonna do like 5 minutes just to be safe. I don't wanna like fry off my eyebrows. Right, so let's do this. I don't really know how much to apply either. And it definitely smells like the same stuff as at the salon. Like it smells like permanent solution. If you know, you know. It's not exactly the most lovely scent in the world, but I'm kind of used to it now, so it doesn't really bother me. And you're able to kind of manipulate the hairs with the solution too. Like I can kind of stick any of the hairs that didn't want to stick up before a little bit better now. Brow laminations are so good for those of you that have really stubborn eyebrow hairs. They grow like in different directions because it just straightens the hairs and keeps them going in one direction. All right, so that's one brow. I'm just going to stick it down with this brow wrap. It's just like Glad wrap almost. Packaging is pretty cool. It's like got a little cutter on it. Oh, it's not very effective. One more time, I'm just gonna make sure they're all in the right direction and then stick that on. Ooh, I'm a little bit nervous right now, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna start the timer for this brow now, and then I'll just make sure to like wait a minute before taking off this one after I take off this one. I honestly feel like this eyebrow is gonna turn out better because it always does. And I got a little bit of practice in, like this one I did first and this one was second, so I don't know, I just always feel like it turns out better, which is annoying because it's on the ugly side of my face, but hey. So I definitely think there's enough product in these kits to do your brows way more than one time because I only used a couple little squares to do both of my brows today. And once again, hopefully it's enough product. So it doesn't really say like how much to apply, like a thick layer or thin layer, don't know. Don't have a clue. Popping this on the brows. Now we wait for the timer. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes for this brow and 3 minutes for this one. So it just says to remove this and then take a clean, this thing, cotton bud. Dry cotton tip, remove excess product. If any excess product remains, use a damp cotton tip to remove from the tips of the hairs. And then we apply step 2. So let's whip off this. By the way, if you see any like brown stuff come off on my cotton tip, that's fake tan. I fake tanned my face today. Did I do a good job? I don't know. Some of them are like kind of bending in funny directions. So the next step is the brow fixing solution, which I guess sits them in place and like makes them stay there. I don't know. By the way, I know my hairs look crazy right now. We will trim these bad boys because they are long. Right, so that's off. Now, I mean, it's pretty much been 5 minutes on this side too. I might just wait like another minute just to give it the full 5 minutes. Brow 2, removing the excess product. I've got like freaking glue stuck on here. Hopefully that's not an issue. Right, now step 2, fixing solution. We leave this on for 5 to 8 minutes, but no longer than 9 minutes. And you also cover this step. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just applying it directly to the little thingy. Don't know why I can never remember what these are called. By the way, these cotton tips are the new Swispers ones and they are made completely recyclable, like cotton, and then the stick, instead of being plastic, it's made out of recycled cardboard or something like that. Definitely check them out. I'm stoked about it. All right, the timer is set for 5 more minutes. That's step 2. Then we've got one more step, which is step 3. Oh wait, no, we don't do this. Then it says to apply your tint. So we've got the tint next. And then after the tint's done, that's when we finish with the step. Thank goodness it says it there. It's a little bit confusing. Like it'd be good just to have like a whole sheet of like all of the steps and what they recommend, which products and everything. And then that way you wouldn't get so confused, but that's fine. So it says it there. You just have to dig for it. After completing the tinting service, then you apply step 3, which is a keratin nourishing product. Oh, and it says that you remove that in 2 hours. That's quite cool. So that'll really help to hydrate the hairs and everything. A lot of people always ask me when I get my brow laminations done, does it damage the brow hairs? Of course, with any chemical product like perming, there is a chance of damage. I also get my eyelashes tinted and permed, so they curl once in a while. I haven't had it done in a little bit, but I honestly don't notice much damage at all. But that also comes with the fact that I go to a professional that I trust. Like I go to one of the best people in the game, so I don't come away with any damage. I've had like a couple of little brow hairs snap a tiny bit, like nothing major, nothing noticeable. Like I've never noticed anything. Like I've just like seen a couple, like if I've like brushed them or something, I'm like, oh yeah, that one looks a little bit funny, but overall, yeah, it's been totally fine. fine. And I recommend using stuff like Revita Brow and Revita Lash while you have these treatments done. That's what I also do, and that's probably why I also see like pretty much no damage, because those products keep all of my brows and lash hairs looking perfect. This is Revita Lash, and then the Revita Brow is the exact same formula. It just comes with a little doe foot applicator to apply. So you just pop that on your lash line once a day until you see your results, which takes a few weeks. Or if you're like me, you can just apply it every couple of days or every third day or so just to maintain. I do need to start using it daily again just to get like extra length, but I just forget. It makes the hugest difference to your lashes and your brows. Like if you have damaged lashes, if you wear lash extensions, you can use it at the same time. If you just want to like grow your lashes super ridiculously long, this is the product for you, and it's super safe. It doesn't change your eye color, and they have a lot of like breast cancer funding, like donation initiatives, you know, like they support the cause year round. So a really amazing brand. We do stock it on XO Beauty Shop, so check them out. It's my favorite. I've been using it for probably like 8 years or something. I don't even know, like a long time. And we ship worldwide from xobeautyshop.com if you want to try it. So definitely check it out. As far as damage goes, that's what I recommend. Just use like a serum, but that's cool. We'll try that step after we've done all of the other steps. Of course, if you wanted to get the same brand, I guess that's what this is. It's like their little version of like Revita Brow or whatever, like a daily nourishing serum kind of product. This is the Stimulating Brow Growth Oil, and it's made in India, which is cool. So that's that product there. We'll try it at the end of the video too. Alrighty, so it's been 5 minutes now. Going to remove Glad Wrap stuff. I wonder if you could actually use Glad Wrap or if you have to use this. I don't know what the difference is. Alright, and then I've got another clean Q-tip here. I'm just going to remove all of the excess product. I can see there's a couple of hairs right here. Let me zoom you all the way in. I've totally missed, because you can see how they're going in the wrong direction. Do you see that? They're like flat, which is how my brow hairs normally go. So I definitely didn't do the best job, but also you can see where it's worked, because look, these hairs are just straight, which is exactly what we were going for. So I guess with like a bit of practice, maybe I'd get better. It's definitely working. It's just that I'm not exactly the most talented in this department. Now, what is the purpose of doing this to your brows, guys? Well, it just makes your eyebrows look so much thicker and more polished, in my opinion. Look, there's a little hair that's come away. Did it break or did it just fall? It looks like it kind of broke. And also, if you have any like gaps in your eyebrows, when you straighten them out like this, it helps to conceal little gaps that you might have. So really handy if you have sparse eyebrows, if you have gaps in your eyebrows, or whatever the case may be. Just makes them look thicker too, because it makes them more vertically thicker. But you don't have to wear them like this. You can just comb them straight, or like, you know, comb them back into place. This is just one way you could wear your brows. I'll show you what I mean soon. So if you took your spoolie and then just go like this, look at that. Because the hairs have been like straightened a bit, it also just looks so much thicker. Like the hairs just cover better. You don't get those awkward little gaps where your brows kind of separate naturally. Oh, it actually looks very decent. Even without the tint, like they just look so much more polished and better. So I'm gonna brush them down like this now so I can tint them without getting tint like literally all over the place. So kind of just like spoolieing them where I'd like them roughly. Let's do this. Woo. Okay, I've tinted my eyebrows at home before. I actually have a whole video on it. I'll also link that down below if you are interested. And it's very handy for those of you still in, you know, isolation or quarantine or whatever. You know, to be able to do these things at home is very handy when you can't visit a salon. All right, inside, this is how it all looks. Instructions in here, thank goodness. So cleanse your brows first. Brow conditioning cleanser. Okay, we can do that. Wait, is this okay? Because like you're not supposed to keep your eyebrows like wet, I thought. Because if you wet your eyebrows within like the first 24 hours or so, it can like, you know, curl your hair back up a bit. I don't know, it's like I just got told not to wet them. So, because there's like the cleanser, a scrub. Yeah, literally it's like going on about scrubbing your skin to apply an even layer. When you're removing, it's supposed to use water. Do you know what I think? I think we're going to try this step in 24 hours, all right? We're going to try this tomorrow so that I can let this like just set for like 24 hours or so, and then we can come back and try this next in the same video, so stay tuned. But for now, let's just go back to our other set, the lamination kit, and let's do step 3. So this step here looks like a kind of serum, like kind of thick gel consistency, and it says apply it generously to the skin and hairs. So this is going to conclude what we're going to do today, and then tomorrow I'm going to come back and we're going to do the tint and wax. Does it work? Hell yeah, it definitely works. My eyebrows compared to the start of the video are much straighter and they just look fluffier and really lovely. So I'm excited and nervous for the next steps. I'm back. So before I get into tinting, it's been about 2 days or 3 days, and they seem to have held up really well. I haven't had any issues with the brows breaking or curling back up or anything. They've stayed really nice and straight, and you just have to like comb them. I did notice I missed quite a few, like I said, through the arch here. So that probably comes down to practice as well, just making sure you're really gluing up every hair. Like there's one there that's not going upward, but I mean, for a first time, like not bad. They look really nice and tidy. Obviously they look better once you like gel them up and stuff like that and make them real perfect. But anyways, today we're going to do tinting and everything and waxing. Oh god, I'm probably going to rip off my whole eyebrow, but we'll give it a go. I've never done it before. First I'm just going to exfoliate my face real quick. I was just about to do this off camera. I was like, oh, might as well show you how I do it. I like to go ahead and do this like once a week or so, just to get rid of all the dead skin. I'll link this down below. I have an affiliate discount code as well for you guys if you want to pick it up for yourself. I like to just do one pass over my face. I've got a lot of dry skin in my like monobrow area. What is this area between my eyebrows? And this really helps to clear up congestion and get rid of the dead skin buildup. I get so much down here. If you're not confident doing this at home, definitely go get it done by a professional. It's such an amazing like feeling once you've done microdermabrasion. And the at-home tool might not be for everyone, just like brow tinting and lamination and stuff like that. If you don't really know what you're doing, it can be easy to like damage your skin. I like to just go very gentle. Show you all the gunk. You see all the fluff and dead skin on top? I'll make it darker. It's not as much as normal, but I've been a little bit more, what's the word? I've been doing it regularly, so pretty good. By the way, the little step 3 of the lamination kit was fine. It made me feel like I was moisturized. They didn't look damaged or anything like that, so I guess it worked. I don't know. I just like left it on until I washed my face the next morning. Alright, so cleanse the brows gently using a pea size for each brow with the Indus Valley Brow Code Henna Brow Conditioning Cleanser. Alright, and then it says to use a exfoliator, which also comes in the kit. Here's how it all looks once again. So it says to exfoliate the brow area gently using a pea size for each brow, and it will make the henna go on more evenly and penetrate the skin better. This is very risky because tomorrow I have my bridal makeup trial, so this could go very wrong. But I'm gonna go do this off camera in my bathroom. If you're interested to see, this is what the scrub looks like. Hopefully it focuses. There's the scrub, and then the cleanser. I'm assuming it's just like a clear cleanser. One day it'll come out. It's like a creamy cleanser. So that's the consistency, in case you're wondering. All right, I'll go do that. To be honest, the scrub didn't feel very scrubby at all. I've done both steps and the brows are clean, squeaky clean, and we're about to get started. Well, I think we are. What's the next step? Mix 1 henna capsule with 1 to 1.5 ml or 25 drops of the rose water. Okay, and then I'm assuming we just mix it in here, right? I'm just gonna brush my hairs back up into kind of place. Oh my gosh, I can't wet my eyebrows for 24 hours again. All right, so the henna looks like this, and it says poison on it, which is very reassuring. Inside, there's all these little capsules, so apparently we just need 1. Why am I scared? Don't know. Why am I talking to myself? Don't know. How do I mix the capsule? Does it just dissolve, or do I have to like pop it? I'm assuming I have to pop it. Like, I don't really know. I guess I'll just try to dissolve it first, and if it doesn't dissolve, we'll pop it open. So here's the rose water, if I can open it. All right, cute packaging. I just spilled half of it on my desk. Good, 25 drops. It's actually quite a bit. Okay, and then it comes with this little brush, which I guess I'm just gonna see if it dissolves. Yeah, nah. Okay, I'm gonna crack it open. Wow, it's gone everywhere. Okay, I dropped the capsule back inside. I don't know if I'm supposed to touch it with my like fingers. All right, so I'm just tipping the contents of the little packets. I'm using my little lash applicator because it's quite tricky. I don't really want to use my fingers. And then mixing the powder in. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see what's happening here, but it's just like a powder. And it says here, smoothly apply a light coat in a shapely format to the brow. First coat, apply and let dry 10 to 15 minutes. Second coat, apply and let dry 10 to 15 minutes. Your henna will begin to turn matte as it's drying. For greys and stubborn hair, third coat may be needed. So I'm just going to do 2 10-minute coats, I guess. I don't really know what to expect. Then it says gently remove the henna. Wait. Do you just apply the second coat on top of the first coat? Because then it says step 5 is to gently remove. So does that mean you like let it dry and then apply it on top? I guess so. Why am I so nervous? Well, I think I'm just gonna start applying it. Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking nervous. I'm just wiping most of it off my brush. Like, what color is this gonna go? I've got no information right now. I don't know what to expect. I've never had henna brows in my life. I mean, doesn't it develop darker or something? I figure I'll just paint it on and then I'll tidy it up a little. This is low-key like terrifying. Oh my gosh. Like, is that good? Look how dark this looks. Do I have to do 2 coats? Oh my gosh. I feel like I want to do 1 coat, guys. Surely. Because I can always do another coat another day. Can't I? Or do I just do 2? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect right now. Like, look how, oh my god. This honestly is not looking good. And then I'm going to use my Q-tip again and just clean it up where I kind of went a bit overboard. I've just thickened the tail a little bit because that's how I like to kind of fill them in. I guess now we wait 10 minutes. I'll be back soon. Alright. I'm just going to apply a second coat and just do it more on the ends, I thought. And by the way, you use stuff all this product. I feel like you've got enough for like 4 people's brows. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go over like the ends where I like my brows the darkest. Because I am a little bit nervous to kind of overcommit on that inner part, because once that's dark, like you've just got grouch brows. And it definitely dries quite powdery and dry, which is quite an interesting texture compared to like tint, which is like a thick, creamy kind of, you know, consistency when it dries or when it goes on. So it's definitely different. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry again. Woo! Alright, while this dries, why not just, you know, have a browse at this waxing kit that we're going to be using. It says we'll remove henna from the inner eye to the outer eye. Don't scrub back and forth. Brow hairs are delicate, you don't want to pull them. So you just water, and then it says to apply your brow gold oil. Don't wet the area for 24 hours after that. Wax. Oh gosh. Okay. Heat the wax in the microwave until it is completely melted and a smooth cream consistency. Leave to stand in the microwave for 2 minutes. Apply brow coat micellar water to clean and prepare the area prior to waxing. Well, I've already cleaned the area, so hopefully we're good. Check temperature with a patch test on the inside of the wrist. Mix your wax. Use the edge of the spatula to apply a thin, even layer, working in the hair growth direction. Leave a thicker edge along the strip of the wax applied. Allow to cool for about 20 seconds and then raise the edge of the wax and then remove the wax quickly in opposite direction. Okay, so it's just one of those like self-setting ones, I guess. You don't need like a wax strip, which is good. And it says it's cherry blossom fragrance. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave while we're waiting for this timer. Then we can let it kind of cool down a little bit. So I reckon for a full tub, it's roughly maximum of 80 seconds. So I'll put it in for a minute. I'll just watch it, alright? I'll be back soon. Okay guys, we're at the part of the video where I've decided, don't copy me. I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want anyone to like hurt themselves. I microwaved it for a minute, like I said, right? And it was like hard still, so I was like, okay, I'll do another 10 seconds. Did that, started to like do this bubble in the middle, and then I did another 10 seconds because it's like, do not go over 80 seconds maximum, blah, 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 I suppose, because otherwise it could get way too hot and just like scald you, right? So I just did that. So I've only done 80 seconds and it says the whole thing should be melted, and it's not, it's only in the middle, but I'm just gonna leave it there and just kind of use what's in the middle, I guess. I'm just gonna mix it super thoroughly, and I'll do a patch test before we start. I might have to whip it in the microwave for a few more seconds right before we start, just because like obviously I'm waiting another 6 or 7 minutes for the stuff to dry. It looks pretty. It smells nice. It's kind of melting into itself as I stir, like the solid parts around the outside are melting in a little bit better, I guess because the middle is quite hot. So I'm just making sure to distribute, you know, the temperature properly throughout the whole pot. I'm just gonna keep stirring it along. Let's just not copy Shaaanxo, okay? Let's just like watch this for entertainment purposes. Don't like go off what I'm saying 100% because I've never trained in this stuff and I'm just playing with it because Mecca sent it to me, and why not? What's the worst that could happen? I may lose eyebrows, I may damage something badly. A lot of bad things can happen, let's be real, but I'm gonna try and be very careful. Oh, I just don't know if this is a good idea or not. I don't have too many stray hairs, but I mean, I do have a few, and my eye makeup always goes on so much better when I've got freshly done eyebrows, so I'm a bit nervous. We've got only like a few more seconds actually on the clock, so okay, I'm gonna go get like a wet makeup remover thing and we'll wipe this off. I don't know how wet I'm supposed to have this. It's like damp. So far, I mean, it looks great. Like real good. Okay. If it gets darker though, I swear I heard like henna gets darker and darker and darker. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that if it gets to that point. Let's just see how it goes and I'll pop back in like after 24 hours or so and we'll see how they look as well. Like I'll do another update. This is like a whole dang process. All right, so now I'm gonna dry the area, and before we do the oil that it says to like finish with, wax. Oh God, I'm honestly scared. I wasn't scared about waxing until I really thought about it. Like when I was microwaving, I'm like, oh shit, shit's getting real, you know? I was most scared for the henna, but okay, that turned out pretty good actually. On the hairs too, because it's obviously tinted the hairs. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to make sure my eyebrows are out of the way. How much of an eyebrow do I do at each point? So I'm going to take a very small amount of the wax and definitely check the temperature on my wrist. All right, that feels fine. Maybe I might even need to put it in the microwave a little bit longer. I suppose we'll see if it pulls out any hairs or if it's like too thick. So I'm going to give it another stir. Oh God, this is getting freaking messy. I've got it on like the outside of the lid and now I know like as soon as I shut this, it's gonna like get stuck on itself. Like the lid's just gonna get stuck. Oh God, I've got it on my fingernail. Oh God, it's all going wrong. Hopefully it just dries and I can like pick it off soon. Honestly, I reckon I need to go put it in the microwave for another second. Just like literally 5 seconds. All right, I did 8 seconds. 8 seconds was good, okay. I'm going to, oh my God, this is terrifying. How am I supposed to get it on nicely? No shit, you guys. I don't think this is like wise at all. Oh my God, about to get my friggin' eyelashes stuck in here. Literally, is this not the worst thing you've ever watched on YouTube? I'm just gonna let that solidify. It says don't leave it on for more than a minute and you won't need to. Like, I mean, I feel like it's already starting to solidify quite well. Might just chuck some on the other eye. I'm trying to do the dangly thing because it's like really stringy. If you are a beauty tech, please don't come for me. I'm well aware at this point that I'm not doing this right. I feel like this is an episode of Jenna's Ratchet Salon. Right, I'm gonna hold it taut, pray. Oh my God, I felt stuff come out and I've still got eyebrows. Okay, good. I feel like I even need to melt the glue. I mean, not glue, wax a little bit more. Oh, I got a big one then. Oh, look at him. Like I say, my eyebrows aren't actually very, very, very bad because I tweeze them regularly. So there's just like a few random stray ones that I just haven't picked up on. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, too much. Fuck. Well, I'm waxing my nose. Fuck. I've decided not to go too close to my actual eyebrows because like shit's going everywhere and I don't want to end up with no eyebrows on the inner part of my eye. What's the best way to like dig out the wax? Like it's like I just need a small amount at once. That's a bit better. I took a new stick this time, not the one I stirred it with, so that one side's quite clean and then I can just like, yeah, this needs to be melted some more. Doesn't hurt, but it's definitely working. Like I'm seeing a lot of hairs come out. That one actually got a lot. You probably won't be able to see though. Like side on, you can see all those little white ones that are just like the little fuzzies. Hold on, let me darken this all the way so you can really see. Yeah, or you can't really see. Trust me though, there's quite a few like fuzzy ones. You can kind of see right by my fingernail as well. I'm just gonna go reheat this one more time. Honestly, it's not as scary as I thought it would be. It's definitely fiddly and like terrifying, but I think the key is just to use one side of the stick. It's not melty enough, so I'm gonna have to go melt it again. I've got all these like little baby hairs down here that really annoy me when I'm applying my eyeshadow. It makes it hard to blend the eyeshadow properly, so I'm just going ahead and waxing that area. Look at me getting all confident. And I get all of these ones right here. Oh, that's close. That's close to my real eyebrow, or my actual eyebrow and my eyelashes. Okay. Oh yeah, I can feel the hairs. Ah! Oh my God, that was such a good one. I got so many little baby ones. Did I get any? Yeah, I did get a few. That's not as satisfying though, because it's just like the very baby ones under here. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Ow. Oh yeah, that one was good. I definitely still have a few like baby hairs. My technique's not the best, but it's definitely looking better. For those of you who want to see the hairs, because I know there's some people out there that love that. Oh God, can you even see? This one honestly has so many and it's just so hard to show because there's such little baby fair hairs. All right, so I'm just gonna move that away and clean that up shortly, and then just apply this brow gold, which is the exact same as that other one that we have, but this is like the small one, so I may as well try this one. And it just says to let that absorb. Oh, that feels so nice. It's just like a really nice lightweight oil. Oh, it's really dark, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup. I'll come back and maybe show you just how the eyebrows look once I've got like the rest of my makeup done too. That looks pretty decent, right? I think so. Not bad. Hello, it's Megan. I just thought quickly before I start doing my makeup, I better show you how they are looking. It's been like 20 minutes, half an hour, and there's barely any redness. I've got a little bit of redness just here, just from like waxing, you know, you get a bit pink, a little bit pink here. Doesn't feel irritated at all. It actually felt so gentle, that wax, I'm not gonna lie. Granted, I probably did a little bit wrong, but yeah, pretty impressed. And just as a super close up, so like obviously it's not super perfect. I probably could have waxed a couple up here. I like to wax this area and I forgot because the wax was annoying me and drying too quick, but that's how it looks. I feel like I've got a little bit of henna still on my brows, like I haven't wiped it off perfectly. Just don't want to go overboard, but I'll give them a proper like gentle exfoliation maybe tomorrow evening or something like that, just to make sure that they look perfect. Hello everyone. So it's been a few days, like 3 or 4 days, and this is how my eyebrows look when I've just like put on moisturizer and stuff, like I've had a shower and everything. And then if I just comb them, like they're still very straight. Look at this. Straight, straight, straight. So if you just like brush them out with your spoolie in the morning, that's kind of how they sit. And then you can like gel them, you can apply product, whatever if you want, or you can just leave them. But yeah, overall, I was very scared like you guys know, but honestly, I think it turned out really, really good and I would do it again. I mean, mostly I'll probably still try to fit in with Emma Doolan here in Palmy because she does like an amazing job and that way I can just sit there and relax. But if she's booked out, boom, I've got this all set up and I can do my own brows. And also just if I want to do like a little wax in between, because my eyebrow hairs grow like no tomorrow. It's like every day there's like new ones. So it'll be good just to like do touch-ups in between as well. The colour ended up being quite nice. I feel like it's ever so slightly a little bit reddish, but I still like the depth it gave and I still think it looks really pretty. So I'm really happy, honestly. So if you've been intrigued to see if it works, or if you've been trying to find a really good at-home kit, I do recommend this one, especially if you guys are in a lockdown and you can't get yourself into a salon. And once again, you feel comfortable doing your own eyebrows at home, you feel like you can do it without ripping off an entire eyebrow, then all the power to you. I think it's a really great kit. Just be careful to read the instructions and stay safe with it. Don't do anything silly, don't go over the top, just go within your own like boundaries, because you know, stuff like this, I think if you're just like a newbie and you just dive on in, like you could like end up hurting yourself a little bit. But for me, like I feel like it was fine, and yeah, I had no reactions, no rashes, no sensitivity, nothing. Everything was just great. So I do recommend it. I think it looks good. I can't say how long it lasts for because you know, I want to get this video out for you guys, but even if it didn't last as long as my salon ones, which is like a few weeks, I mean, at least I've just got it here at home and I can just do it again myself. So I'll link down below where you can get this set. Obviously, I'm assuming every single brand is different, so if you've got a different brand to mine, like I don't know how that one's gonna work. I'm only speaking for this brand. So this brand will be linked down below. I trusted it because Mecca stocked it, and Mecca's one of my favorite stores. They stock really good quality stuff and like, you know, brands that we've all heard of and brands we all love. So it was something I trusted. I'm not sure if I would trust one just off like eBay or anything like that because I don't know what would be in it. Whereas this way I feel like I trust the ingredients a little bit more, even though I haven't checked them myself. I know that's bad, but just purely because Mecca is stocking it, I'm like, surely it's reputable. Is that how you say it? You know the word. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did. Let me know what other beauty items you want me to try out on my channel. Let me know if there's any does it work type things you want to see, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.